So, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, hello. We good? Okay, should I grab it? Okay. I have the honor of introducing an important figure in our Pinkerton Academy community. Good? Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to Pinkerton Academy's graduation ceremony here at Memorial Field. We are excited to once again host commencement on this beautiful campus. I would like to send a big thank you to our Buildings and Grounds crew and our friends at Events United for preparing us for this event tonight. I have some important information before we start the ceremony. Public law forbids any vaping or smoking anywhere, anytime on campus. The portable bathrooms are located across from the concession stand. Junior class officers are selling water and snacks at the concession stand and the fundraising for the class of 2025. They thank you for all your support tonight. Each graduate received a commemorative program at rehearsal this week. If you would like to follow along now, the program is on the Pinkerton website at www.pinkertonacademy.org. Only Pinkerton photographers and photographers from Grad Images will be permitted near or on the stage this evening. We ask that the audience refrain from passing inflatable objects to and from each other and to the graduates themselves. These items can interrupt and will interrupt the camera work that Events United is doing for us tonight. Please help us take care of the turf as well by disposing of litter, including gum, in the trash receptacles around the field tonight. During the diploma presentation, students will proceed to my right, then cross the stage to receive their diploma jacket. They will then exit to my left and proceed backstage for their diploma insert. The graduates will be visible on the video wall so that everyone will have a great view of the graduates this evening. We will start in a few minutes. Again, good evening. And now, the moment we've been all eagerly anticipating, the celebration of the class of 2024 of Pinkerton Academy. At this time, I would like to welcome the Board of Trustees, the Pinkerton Academy administration, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests onto the field. Now, I would now like to welcome Pinkerton Academy's class of 2024 to proceed onto the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Board of Trustees, administration, faculty and staff, please welcome the class of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Timothy Powers, Pinkerton Academy Board of Trustees, administrative team, esteemed faculty and staff, proud parents, families, and friends, and most importantly, to our distinguished graduates, good evening and welcome to this momentous occasion. This is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Today, we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of your graduating class of 2024. As your associate head of school, it is both an honor and a privilege to be standing here on this joyous day before you. The week leading up to today has been amazing to witness and has been filled with anticipation, excitement, and even emotion. And I know that we are all excited to begin the ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to start the ceremony with the performance of the national anthem and the posting of the colors. Please welcome to the stage Kaylee Gifford, Laura Lystall, Josiah Sumner, and Jonathan Huber. Signed by Jalissa Hill and Jesse Labo. The colors will be presented by Pinkerton Academy's Air Force ROTC Color Guard, Cadets Riley Bannister, Dominic Fazio, William Kedlek, Ethan Nowosa, and Lucy Simpson. Would everyone please rise and remain standing as we honor our flag with the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to our singers, signers, and ROTC Color Guard. At this time, I ask Varda Kutliarski to come to the podium.
On behalf of the class of 2024, it is my honor to welcome you to Pinkerton Academy's commencement ceremony. Throughout these 4 years, we've been anticipating our graduation. Each of us traveled our own path to this point, but regardless, we are all graduating. This is everyone's day as we sit here together, yearning to enter the real world. While today marks the beginning of this transition and we're ready to race towards the future, we should also pause to reflect on the people who brought us here. The teachers who filled our minds with valuable knowledge, the strangers who held doors for us, the people who motivated us, the friends we laughed with, and the parents who stood by our side throughout these past 4 years. These are the people who made us who we are today and who made this day possible. Let us reflect on our individual strengths as well, our resilience through the COVID pandemic, and our ability to adapt and learn in unprecedented environments. As we leave high school, remember the important lessons that bolstered us, whether they are academic or for life in general. Going forth, be confident that the work we have done at Pinkerton has prepared us for our next chapter, and take time to celebrate all that we have accomplished thus far.
Thank you, Varda. At this time, I would like to introduce to the stage Dominika Lai.
I have the honor of introducing an important figure in the Pinkerton Academy community. This individual, a resident of Derry, has a strong tradition of dedication to Pinkerton Academy, including having his 2 sons graduate from the school. He was elected to the Board of Trustees in 2005 and became its president in 2018. Handing us our diplomas this evening is the president of the Pinkerton Academy Board of Trustees, Dr. William Nevius.
The first thing I do is make a promise to each of you. This will not be a long speech. Round of applause, please. There you go. I will take just a moment with a couple of thoughts. I always think about when I'm standing in front of this great graduation class. Now, I've been on the board 19 years, getting ready to be 20 years coming up soon, that I think about the heroes in our lives. I thought about that a lot the last 24 hours, and we have heroes right here with us today, and many heroes in our lives that could not join us. So I'm going to take just a moment to talk about, at least in my mind, a couple of my heroes. And also, we're going to recognize heroes out there and those members of your family, friends, significant others who made this possible. Before I start, though, I do want to take just a moment because I am here on behalf of the Board of Trustees. So I'd like for you to please recognize the Board of Trustees in attendance today. So Board of Trustees, if you would please stand, and we'll give them a round of applause. They volunteer their time and expertise every year for Pinkerton Academy. Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be part of that great group. And yes, head of school powers, I'm going to preempt you again. We have kind of an inside joke going on who gets a chance to do this, but I'm up here first. So he may do it again. It's also very important to me and to you, I'm sure, and your families, that we recognize the faculty and staff at Pinkerton Academy who did everything they could for you to have this great moment in your life. Faculty and staff out there, thank you so much. Round of applause for all of them. Great job that they did for us. They truly are my heroes as well. Now, we're going to take also a moment for parents, grandparents, significant others, family members, and all your friends out there. Let's give them a round of applause. They are our true heroes as well. Thank you for what you have done for our students. And on a personal note, I thought about this yesterday. It's been 80 years since D-Day, and I happen to be a veteran. So I'm going to take a moment to recognize our veterans who are here tonight. Could we have our veterans stand, please? It's been 80 years since D-Day. You are our heroes as well. Admittedly, I spent the entire day yesterday watching all the ceremonies in France because I'm very proud of my unit, the 101st Airborne Division. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm really proud that they were part of liberating Europe and making sure that we have the freedoms we have here today, that we can be here and have the freedom and the democracy because of what happened back 80 years ago. So, okay, most importantly though, who are the real heroes here today in my heart? This is, we were just talking to some friends a few minutes ago. This is my 45th commencement not at Pinkerton, of course, but colleges and universities. So I've been doing this for 45 years, but you want to know something? The one that is most important to me always is when I have a privilege of standing here with each of you, because Pinkerton, even though I'm not an alum, I feel like it so, though I spent a lot of time here, I can tell you that it is a true honor for me to be standing in front of my heroes here today, the class of 2024. A round of applause for them. Absolutely. Part of my job, no more speeches, but part of my job is I do have the opportunity to offer a couple of awards today that's really important for all of us here at Pinkerton. The first award, there's not enough time for me to talk about this individual because we'd be here till tomorrow, and I know you don't want to do that. But each year, most every year, sometimes we don't, we offer a Trustee's Meritorious Service Award recipient. For this year and for 2024 is someone who is here today, and I do have a short script about him, which I will read, but before I start, I have to tell you that of all the board members in the history of Pinkerton Academy, and it goes back, as you know, 210 years, that this individual comes as absolutely at the top of the list in dedication to Pinkerton Academy. First of all, 35 years on the Board of Trustees, volunteering his time and his expertise. It's unbelievable. And on top of that, he's also a great supporter, even though he's retired from the board last year, great supporter of especially athletics, but also academics. His name is William Bill Newcomb. Before I start talking, Bill, would you stand so everybody knows where you are? There you are, Bill. 35 years on the Board of Trustees, and he is the recipient this year of the Trustee Meritorious Service Award, which we officially awarded in November. Just a short bit of information about Bill. By the way, this prestige award is not always given, but it's given to someone who's really given meritorious service and volunteering to Pinkerton Academy. And it's unbelievable that Bill, I'm not sure how you did it all those years, because it is a very challenging job. So I'm going to ask Bill one more time of the great things he's done for Pinkerton and all the things. Matter of fact, the field that we're on right now and the lights and everything that happens at Pinkerton for the last 35 years, Bill is right there at the top saying, "Go Pinkerton, let's do this for the students." One more time for Bill Newcomb, please. Thank you. I also have the privilege of announcing the Hall of Fame inductees for 2024. We have 2 inductees. The first one was one of the first people I met when I came on the board in 2005. Didn't know her very well, but it took about 3 minutes to figure out, that what a great asset to Pinkerton Academy. Her name is Mrs. Lindsay Moran. Lindsay Moran, are you out there someplace? Lindsay, are you here? Anyway, okay, some of you probably know her. She just retired back in 2021. But a short kind of introduction to what Lindsay did when she was here. She was employed at Pinkerton Academy for 34 years. She began as a physical education teacher in 1986 and was an athletic trainer for 6 years. In 2002, she became the physical education department head, where she remained until she retired in 2021. Accolades all over the place. She taught, she's coached thousands of students over the years, leaving a lifetime impact on thousands of students. So, Lindsay, not only have you become my friend, and same thing with your daughter, talk about commitment to Pinkerton Academy and proud of being part of Pinkerton Academy's group. Lindsay, congratulations on being a recipient for the Hall of Fame this year. Another round of applause for Lindsay, please. Thank you. I say the second recipient who is not with us tonight. His name is Walter Sidney Adams, and he graduated from Pinkerton Academy in 1889. So I asked if it's possible we could get him here, but apparently not tonight. But isn't it interesting that we went back and we found an historical person that was tremendously impacted Pinkerton Academy. He excelled in Latin and Greek back in Pinkerton Academy, things that were probably required back then. He also finished preparing for college at St. Johnsbury and Phillips Andover, and then he left and went to Dartmouth. From there, he graduated in 1898, and it was at Dartmouth where he became absolutely excited about the idea of moving away from the classics and became interested in the stars and the earth and things happening out there. He reached for the stars, and he's got has international experience, and what a great graduate we're also going to bestow on Walter Adams, the Hall of Fame for 2024, a graduate back in 1889. Even though he's not here, let's give him a round of applause as well. Thank you. Once again, a round of applause for the great, outstanding class of 2024. Have a great night. Congratulations to every one of you. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Nevius. At this time, I invite Mr. Derek Lee to the podium.
I am extremely honored and excited to celebrate this graduation ceremony with the class of 2024. I will forever remember this graduating class because I was fortunate to have spent every school day for the past 2 years with my class of 2024 Flex group. Special shout out to my Flex students who became such a tight-knit group who are always there for each other. My other connection to the class of 2024 was the economics class I taught when this very class was in 10th grade, the first year we returned to in-person learning. In that very class was your salutatorian, Nolan Matuzak. Once it was determined that Nolan was the salutatorian, I jumped at the opportunity to introduce him at this ceremony. In the classroom, Nolan left no stone unturned. He asked clarifying and thought-provoking questions, not just so he could get a good grade. Rather, he asked questions to fully understand the material and explore topics from all angles. A memorable project that Nolan completed in this economics class was a business plan, one in which he envisioned a company called Matchbox Energy. Nolan's business aimed to sell a machine that takes carbon and other emissions released and turns that into a usable form of energy. This was an idea that he had in 10th grade. Fast forward to the present, Nolan plans to enlist in the United States Air Force. After enlisting, he plans to earn a degree in electrical engineering and hopes to work in microengineering sustainability. That basically means you're designing machines that make things that are better for the environment. One of his favorite teachers, Mr. Brita, who taught Nolan in AP chemistry, said this about him. Nolan synthesizes challenging topics in a manner that makes them appear rudimentary. He keeps a level head, work ethic, and desire for knowledge consistently achieve the highest standards. He also seeks to bring out the best in his peers with his support and encouragement. Nolan is clearly a leader by example who brings out the best in people. It is my honor to welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2024 and former student of mine, Nolan Matuzak.
Hello, everyone. Before I get in today, there's something I wanted to do. So if you all could just lean in real quick, smile, look pretty. Yeah. Look. Ready? 1, 2, fucking hell, 3. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, this is going great. Mom, Dad, Mason Chase, this is for you. Good evening, Dr. Nevius, trustees, Headmaster Powers, administrators, faculty, staff, parents and friends, and fellow members of the class of 2024. My name is Nolan Matuzak, and I'm the Salutatorian to this year's class. I must admit that I had quite a bit of difficulty when writing this speech. As a Salutatorian, I was expected to speak on behalf of our class, saluting our time together, while simultaneously being relatable to everyone. Now, I don't know about you, but as I look out into this crowd, I can't even say what half your names are, much less things you've been through, your experiences, your grandest successes or your worst failures, or even the towns you're from. Safe to say that for someone who's supposed to be speaking on behalf of the Pinkerton Academy's class of 2024, I don't know much about you at all. So for just a minute, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, about some of my experiences. I've had some pretty good times while at Pinkerton. Times that'll stick with me for the rest of my life. Times I'll always remember. I remember the roar of the crowd and our energy at football games, how we bleed red and white every day and every night, how we lost our minds when we won MAC Black. I remember the beautiful, absolutely beautiful musical performances put on by our own Dr. Timothy Powers every single remote day. I remember watching my classmates perform the banana dance in my AP chemistry class. I remember the last days of school, the feeling of near euphoria that came with it. I remember the feeling the school year began winding down, when classes slowed and waking up at 6 in the morning didn't feel so bad. I remember how it felt when I realized I was in my last year of high school. Most of all, I remember how in all these memories, I got to share them with you all. how in one way or another, without even necessarily knowing one another, we were able to share these everlasting memories together. But I won't lie to you. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that life in high school is always sunshines and rainbows, because we all know that just isn't true. Sometimes life went anywhere but our way. I remember the times I felt like I was trying everything, the times I studied and studied. I put hours of my life into a project just to fail, just have to restart, just to feel like wasting my time, my life, and my happiness to create something that was deemed unsatisfactory. I remember the times that my mental health felt like it was falling into shambles, when I felt like I was losing my mind and myself, when I was forced to wonder what the end goal even was, what the point of putting myself through all this meant. I remember the times seeing my friends go through the same struggle, watching his life seem to keep throwing haymakers right their way, thinking that there's nothing I could do about it. I remember losing classmates, teammates, friends, family. Sometimes losing people that felt like all that and more. Now, I don't mean to dampen the mood, but I feel like the only way to have a true feeling of nostalgia is to acknowledge both the good and the bad of our past. To acknowledge our greatest successes along with our biggest setbacks. To acknowledge as a combination of all these experiences that defines us. Yet, there's one memory I have, a memory that I assume that all of you have as well, that I cannot answer whether it's good or bad. Personally, I find it to be a bit bittersweet. I'll imagine there's some here who find it sad, and many here who find it near euphoric. The memory of what I refer to is what I call the end. That memory of walking out your final class, if your last final, walking the halls and out the doors of Pinkerton, likely for the last time, leaving behind years of hard work, triumphs, and failures. The feeling of seeing classmates and friends, potentially for the last time. The feeling of knowing that you just finished a major part of your life, while also knowing that your life is just starting to begin. The feeling you knew was over. Just about everything you would ever work for had culminated to its finale. Finale just ended. The end of everything as we all knew it. And now we're here, after the end. After years of pushing on through the bad times, making the most of the good times, we've made it. Whether you barely skated by, waltzed through, or somewhere near the middle of it all, you've made it. Even if it's for just a moment, bask in that feeling that you and everyone else here can feel. Your hard work has finally paid off. As you sit among your classmates, realize that each and every person around you has faced their own trials, found their own successes, and worked hard to achieve their own goals. Regardless of what direction you take in life, regardless of what path you lead yourself down, I hope you can take pride and find reassurance in the fact that you have the ability to overcome the obstacles that life will place in front of you. As I reach the end of my speech, I want to leave you with this. While I still don't know most of your names, what towns you're from, or much less about you for that matter, I know the effort that it took to overcome whatever obstacles were put in front of you. I know the work and time you had to put in to find yourself amongst your peers here today. I know that without even knowing each other, we all share the experiences to make it through one of the most important parts of our lives. I know that we can be empathetic to those around us without having ever personally known them. And I hope that each and every one of you here leaves here knowing that without necessarily knowing the name of the person next to you, you can all find pride in knowing that what each and every person here had to put in to reach the end. Congratulations, class of 2024. We made it. Roll Stros, and good luck to you all. Thank you.
At this time, I invite Dr. Jennifer Resmini to the podium.
Good evening to the class of 2024, family, friends, faculty and staff, and the Board of Trustees. Congratulations to our graduates. I have the privilege to introduce the class of 2024's valedictorian, Mira Condor. Like many of you, Mira could describe her experience in high school as extremely busy, as well as striving towards academic excellence. Mira participated in Latin Club, Students for Environmental Awareness, Math Team, and Math Honor Society, serving as the organization's first president. Mira's most notable accomplishment outside of academics is her growth and progress in kickboxing. She has been kickboxing since she was in 8th grade and is currently serving as a boxing coach. She will also cherish the memories she made at Pinkerton, including on field trips, during club events, and at school events, as well as during the school day. Mara wanted to recognize Pinkerton Academy teachers, Mrs. Powers, Mr. Gundrum, Miss Easter, Mrs. Garvey, and Mr. Carter as having had a positive impact on her Pinkerton experience, noting her math classes were some of her favorites because she appreciated the challenge they presented, especially Calculus BC. Mara credits her teachers as well as her kickboxing coach in supporting her on her path to being a resilient individual. After graduation, Mara will be attending the University of Alabama to double major in mathematics and economics, with the plan to pursue a career in quantitative analysis. Mara was chosen to participate in the University of Alabama's Randall Research Scholars Program, where she will develop research skills and will work with a faculty advisor in original research within her field of study. Mara is the epitome of a resilient learner. She has pursued opportunities during high school that gave her the ability and space to develop new skills and become the individual she is today. Mara leaves Pinkerton graduates and students with the message to care about your academics, but to also find the balance that is needed for you as an individual. It's an honor to welcome to the stage Mara Condor, Valedictorian of Pinkerton Academy's class of 2024.
Thanks. Good evening, Dr. Nevius, trustees, Headmaster Powers, administrators, faculty, staff, parents and friends, fellow members of the class of 2024. Many of you have probably never seen me before in your life. Those who do know me probably know me as someone who seems to focus a lot on school and not much else, to be honest. However, one fun fact that a lot of people don't usually know about me is that I kickbox. In my old school district in Florida, they offered PE waivers that middle school students could get their parents to fill out so that they didn't have to do PE. I was someone who begged for this PE waiver, someone whom you would never expect to set foot in a gym. My parents were desperate to find something for me to do when we moved here, and they eventually coerced me into trying just one boxing class. I went in thinking that it was something I would hate. I dragged myself through my first class, my fist senselessly colliding with the heavy bag as unintelligible boxing jargon reached my ears. My face was uncomfortably warm with the blood pooling into my cheeks. The words the coach shouted out, jab, cross, lead hook, at a terrifying volume, were like starting a class halfway through the school year with no prior introduction to the topic. And the teenagers around me processed it all. I don't know what inspired me to continue on. I attended boxing class after boxing class, getting acclimated to gibberish-sounding words and commands, like when we get introduced to new terminology in our classes. I kept punching on and continued to improve, growing my resiliency. Even though it was rough at times, I'm sure you all know how it is going through something new in your life. You just have to keep on going, and good things should follow. Now, almost 5 years later, I have been in an advanced class with kickboxing and sparring for years, but I am also employed at the gym as a boxing instructor. I teach youth boxing classes, something I never could have seen myself doing. When it comes to life, I would consider this to be a very important transition. I have become stronger, more confident. Not all of you have gone to a boxing class before. Not all of you have entered a boxing ring for sparring. However, each of us has experienced some challenges getting to this point, and each of us has been strengthened by those challenges, those life transitions. Of course, our difficulties are varied. Nonetheless, I want you to contemplate, what is your boxing? How has it improved you? As we take the stage and receive our diplomas, I want you to consider all of the transitions in high school, your boxing rings, and how those transitions have fostered greater resiliency than before. When we first entered our freshman year, we experienced quite the transition. We moved on from the familiar, more comfortable environment of middle school to the unknown of high school. This was compounded by a transition to hybrid and remote instruction, and a world where technology plays a larger role in education than we were accustomed to before. This transition happened rather quickly, and while it may have been rough for us all in some way or another, it gives us valuable experience as we face future challenges, and it has equipped us to be more capable of handling those challenges by extension. We transitioned from our friend groups and communities from middle school to new ones. Whether people joined the sewing club, DECA, Pinkerton players, math team, Vex Robotics, an education class, the ROTC program, or another club or organization on campus. All of these involved finding new people, new groups. This has made us stronger, as it has made us more comfortable with finding community and moving on from the past by developing experience. As we have progressed through these past 4 years, I think many of us can agree that our classes have gotten way more difficult. That also counts as a transition, and it has made us more capable of handling demanding tasks. For instance, consider the essays that we wrote our freshman year. If our teachers had tried to throw essays of the scale of those junior and senior essays at us at that point, most of us probably would have given up or burnt out. Later on, we accepted those trials and leveled up our performance to meet the task. These past 4 years may be past, but in our memories, they will continue to be living proof that with transitions, we grow and become more resilient. This is not just a trend that applies to our time at Pinkerton Academy. Let us bring that resiliency, that ability to become more resilient with change, into the future. Let us be able to roll with the punches that life throws at us and grow stronger with the transitions that hurdle our way. Over the years and decades to follow this evening, we will experience shifts to different stages of our lives. Many of us will be moving on to college, work, the military, some other chapter of our lives soon, either in regions such as New Hampshire or Connecticut, to other far regions of the country, such as Alabama or Arizona, or even of the world, such as France. We will transition to jobs of a skill that dwarfs, or at least should dwarf, any of our part-time jobs while Astros, from being engineers to mechanics to psychologists to teachers to welders and to more other jobs than I can name while at the podium this evening. Some of us might marry or start a family. Each of those stages will bring us new challenges. As our time in high school should demonstrate to you all, we can deal with transitions and we can grow stronger through them. Heck, we've already grown stronger and we have yet to move our tassels this evening. We can bring the resiliency into these upcoming challenges, and let us accept that we can get through these parts of our lives and grow stronger in the process. Not only will these life transitions happen and make us become more resilient, even in those stages, such as the working stage of our lives, we will experience even more specific transitions. We might get promotions. Our job titles might change and our work might increase. We might transition from an okay boss to a less okay boss that we might dread working with. Let us approach these challenges with the mindset that we can get through stronger and better because of it. Finally, while these life changes might be anticipated, this message applies to the unpredictable too. While we will try to make our lives as fulfilling and happy as possible, life happens. Natural disasters occur, accidents happen. Societal turmoil, such as in the economy or elsewhere, cannot be avoided. Some incidents will hit us like a hard, unexpected punch to the gut. These events might be hard for us to recover from. Like how some punches or kicks may be difficult to counter in the moment, we might not know how to continue. We might not know how life is supposed to go on, how our situations can get better. Let us bring what life at Pinkerton has taught us and apply that to these situations too. Let us treat these as learning experiences, as chances to grow. Sure, these things are not desirable. We are allowed to fail, allowed to succumb to the pressures of life and not face those challenges with what some might call toxic positivity. However, know that it will be okay and you will emerge triumphant. Be comfortable with these transitions. Roll with those punches. Thank you for listening tonight, and I look forward to all of us walking this stage and seeing what we face in our boxing rings, as well as how we deal with it.
Thank you to both Nolan and Mira. At this time, I would like to invite Hannah White to the podium.
I have the honor of introducing Pinkerton Academy's head of school, Dr. Timothy Powers. Dr. Powers holds a Bachelor's of Arts from St. Anselm's College, a Master's of Education and Education Doctorate from Walden University, and his Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies from Southern New Hampshire University. After college, he worked for a tech company for a year before leaving to begin his career in education. He taught math at both Salem and Pelham high schools before coming to Pinkerton in 2010 as the athletic director. In 2016, he took on the role of Dean of Students and started in his current role in February of 2018. Not only does he have the talent to make snow days go viral, but Dr. Powers has a genuine passion for education and student success. He strives to make Pinkerton a safe and fun place to teach and learn each and every day. Please welcome Dr. Timothy Powers.
Good evening, members of the Board of Trustees, Sending Town representatives, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, families and friends, and most importantly, the members of the class of 2024. It is with immense pride and heartfelt congratulations that I stand before you today. This day marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, and a little bit of rain. Today we celebrate your journey, your growth, and your achievements. You did that. In August of 2020, you stepped onto this campus as freshmen. Your transition to high school was unique, but you made the most of it, and you've been doing that ever since. You did that. Sophomore year, you transitioned from the academy building to having classes all over campus. Co-curriculars, athletics, the arts, clubs, and activities started to see more of an impact from your class. You did that. Junior year brought academic challenges in stepping up your game in the classroom. You did that. Senior year, you have led our student body from a senior sunrise to a senior sunset, state championships in athletics and clubs, placing in world competitions, and ensuring a MAC plaque victory. You did that. Class of 2024, you have navigated a transformative period in history. The past few years have presented unprecedented challenges and unforeseen circumstances. From a global pandemic that reshaped our way of life to a rapidly evolving digital landscape, you have demonstrated resilience, adaptability, and an unwavering spirit. These qualities have defined your high school experience and will serve as your greatest assets as you step into the future. As you leave this campus, you will embark on a new chapter filled with boundless possibilities, Whether heading to college, military, entering the workforce, or pursuing other passions, remember that the journey ahead is yours to shape. Embrace it with the same determination and enthusiasm that brought you to this moment. Your education has provided you with more than just knowledge. It has equipped you with critical thinking skills, a sense of curiosity, and a deep understanding of the world around you. But perhaps more importantly, it has instilled in you the values of courtesy, respect, and responsibility. These are the pillars upon which you will build your future, and they are the qualities that will define your success and happiness. As you move forward, I encourage you to remain true to yourselves. Pursue your passions with vigor and never be afraid to take risks. The world needs your innovative ideas, your compassion, and your leadership. Remember that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Maya Angelou said, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it." Stay connected to your roots. The friendships and relationships you have built here are a source of strength and support. Cherish them, nurture them, and carry them with you. The community you have formed here will always be a part of you, no matter where life takes you. Class of 2024, you have shown us who you are. You are resilient, you are capable, and you are ready to make a difference. As you step into the world, know that you carry our hopes and our pride with you. In closing, I share one of my favorite songs with you, Jimmy Buffett's Love and Luck. Throughout your journey from PA to the next phases of your lives, I hope you have a little luck along the way. At different times, we all need a little luck. More importantly, I hope that you always know you are loved. Class of 2024, I love you. Take a moment, look around, and see all who are here tonight and feel the love they have for you. Congratulations, Class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Powers. So I was told when I came here that it wouldn't be a Pinkerton graduation if there wasn't any extreme heat, rain, thunder, lightning, so here we go. Graduates, now for the moment we've all been waiting for. The presentation of diplomas will be presented by Dr. Nevius, and they'll be announced by two Pinkerton Academy alumni I like to call the dynamic duo, Ms. Lonnie Buskey and Mr. Jeff Soika.
We need a picture of this.
We really do.
Just take it one. They always end up doing something crazy. Be careful.
Madeline Ann Moore. Laura Beth Caitlin Bestwick. Ryan Jonathan Belanger. Calvin Harrison Plant. Madeline Josephine Hyduke. Sophia Elaine Wingate Carpenter. Dylan Compton Clifford. Sadie Breyer Fortune. Gabriella Teresa McSweeney. Madison Duran Campbell. Logan Michael Cody. Erica Anastasia Golis. Riley Paige Kelly. Sean Walter Kelly. Gavin George McCreven. Mira Grace Condor. Nolan True Matuzak. Hannah Kaylin White. Dominica Jiying Lai. Tyler Joseph LeClaire. Varda Louise Kutliarski. Jordan Cecilia Pouliot. Gracie Lauren Knudsen. Autumn Taylor Busderwitz Caniff. Marley Jo Beth Wisecarver. Laura Colleen Hammond. Bridget Elaine Gorey. Junaid Nadeem Ali. Jewel Lily Lynn Walensky. Madison Clark Schonenberger. Gianna Marie Rosa. Joseph Stephen Pakowski. Julia Rose Murgo. Emma Mary Malone. Sophia Evangeline DeSimone. Adam Anthony Day. Sophie Lele Hodge. Hannah Mae Bernard. Caitlin Nicole Raposa. Erin Sandra Flynn. Lorelei Jane Stahl. Josiah Ephraim Sumner. Jonathan Matthew Huber. Jalissa Mae Hill. Jessie Rose Labo. Kaylee Rose Gifford. Keith Evan Holsky. John Carter Hobden. Luke Benedict Abanilla. Tyler Cardozo Abrantes. Anthony Michael Abruzzese. Alyssa Mae Adams. Jacob Connor Adrian. Molly Elizabeth Aham. Sophie Marie Akers. Max Joseph Albert. Riley Clayton Alf. Kiana Brady Allen. Tegan Riley Allen. Sean Shibayama Alvarez. Braden Travis Amiot. Nikolai Aaron Amaralt. Samina Anand. Autumn Breeze Anderson. Tatiana Nicole Aquino. Kyle Nicholas Archer. Jalen Shea Audette. Caden Elizabeth Audie.
They said send them quicker. Send them quicker.
Rawant Bagchund. Joshua Richard Barham. Sophia Catherine Baird. Trey Lucas Baker. Ella Grace Ballou. Mandy Marie Barnaby. Ava Ryan Barnes. Emma Ella Barrett. Rihanna Lee Barron. Haley Amelia Bartos. Isabel Kaylee Murphy. Mercedes Seville Frasca. Taylor Lynn Calvert. Shannon Elizabeth Caffell. Riley Morgan Beauchesne. Catherine Patricia Bedard. Caitlin Elaine Began. William Lee Belanger. Adeline Rosemarie Belanti. Matthew Lee Bamiller. Venencia Zorzal Lorenzo Banica. Ava Reese Bennett. Morgan Riley Berard. Victoria Rose Bergeron. Natalie Grace Bergen. Eden Autumn Barazani. Ariana Grace Berry. Braden Michael Berry. Adam Jared Bevilacqua. Alex Michael Bevilacqua. Skylar Augustina Bantcardi. Amelia Jean Bebo. Avery Jane Bickford. Tatum Shea Billingsley. Nathan Jeffrey Binda. Tina Bielugerleach. Luke Thomas Blakey. Shannon Lynn Blake.
Hold on, you're back up.
Dylan Cody Blanchard. Chloe Pawa Blaya. John Alexander Blinn III. Kyle James Babola. Alyssa Lynn Bovair. Victoria Rose Bellaccio. Sarah Nicole Bolduck. Anthony David Borboni. Emily Alexandra Boudreau. Melina Rose Boudros. Haley Rose Boulay. Elias Khalil Bouraphael. Andrew Mark Brander. Ariana Pearl Abosher. Angela Darcy Bransfield. Luke Joseph Briand. Casey William Bridges. Ava Rose Brito. Mia Christine Bulger. Emma Josette Burgos. Madison Lee Burke. Kylie Marie Byrne. Mary Elizabeth Burns. Lauren Jolene Boussiere. William Bryce Butler. James Conrad Butts. Karina Irene Bazanga. Chloe Jean Kedju. Graham Warren Cagle. Julia Rose Cahoon. Zachary Stephen Camarda. Ty Logan Cameron. Sophia Rose Candarosi. Tatiana Marie Canjamila. Tu Ann Gao. John Robert Carlberg. Haley Crystal Carew. Abigail Jacqueline Carter. Ariana Anastasia Carter. Avery Rose Carvalho. Emma Mae Cassier. Anthony Michael Castellano. Emma Elizabeth Kate. Ryan Vincent Catnow. Anthony John Segalis. Emily Susanna Celeste. Marcos Antonio Centeno. Logan Edward Sari. Lexi Lee Shabbat. Mattis Marie Chappell. Benjamin Tyler Chaput. Laurel Julia Sharon. Omar Mahmoud Shatila. Kayla Jade Avila. Sai Pratham Churla. Finn Calder Christensen Kraft. Sarah Elizabeth Cipriano. Allison Claire Clark. Madeline Marie Cleaver. Elise Lynn Clossy. Mia Lynn Cocciaro. Amelia Rose Collin Toney. Madison Mae Collins. Maya Michelle Collins. Kayla Marie Colon Velez. Caden Elizabeth Conklin. Holly Marie Conroy. Presley Eileen Cookson. Kiara Coons. Bryce Richard Cooper. Isis Jade Coppin. Kieran Coleman Michael Costello. Jacob Riley Cody. Maxwell Joseph Cody. Audrey Kathleen Couture. Benjamin Jeffrey Crane. Gavin Joseph Cronin. Joseph Walter Cronin. Jacob Michael Croto. Malachi Francis Kroll. Hillary Kristen Cullen. Cadence Marie Cunha. Madison Christina Cunha. Taylor Elizabeth Curran. Nialise Jada DeBreo. Aiden Christopher Daigle. Jack Robert Dombach. Greer Douglas Nasrallah Danzy. Adam Joseph Davidson. Joshua Giuseppe Daviduc. Tyler Frank Davila. Kayla Sue Davison. Nelfason de Almeida III. Chloe Elizabeth Dean. Gabriel Michael Peter Dearborn. Finley Erwan Eustacio DeBeckers. Jada Lynn DaCosta Colon. Elizabeth May DeFeo. Jeremy Jake DeJesus. Luke Vincent DeLange. Andrew David Delato. Landon Donovan DePalma. Lily Mae DeRosa. Nishant Devon. Diapodragine Scott Daybolt. Vincent Lane Dimatopoulos. Frankie Mae DeLeo. Nicholas Caleb DeMambro. Benjamin Min Doe. Liam Michael Doherty. Alexander William Domer. Jake Christopher Donahue. Tabitha Jane Doucette. Aiden Michael Dowd. Aiden Daniel Doyle. Claire Avery Dufour. Lydia Faith Duggan. Cameron Joseph Dumont. Xavier Lucas Dunham. Riley Rosalia Dunn. Savannah Angelina Dunn. Zoe Tyzia Duong. Landon James Earhart. Amaya Lyndon Eaton. Mark Vladimir Eckerson. Alexander Bernard Elkin. James Ryan Erickson. David George Evans III. Isabella Lily Falcone. Victoria Catherine Ann Farrington. Dawson Allen Fenner. Deja Marie Bo Figueroa. Avery Nicole Fassett. Zachary Joseph Fish. Andrew Kyle Fisk. Brian Best Fleming IV. Arthur Shea Flinton. Etienne Robert James Folleman. Samuel Rockwell Fontaine. Kyler William Craig Fortier. Zachary Joseph Fortin. Alexander Daniel Fournier. Nicholas Anthony Fournier Darling. Nicholas Anthony Francesconi. Gio Rose Franciosa. Liliana Beverly Frasca. Russell Cyrus Freeman. Jonah Daniel Frisella. Kaya Jenny Gagning. Nicholas Mark Gagnon. William Dennis Gagnon. Troy Thomas James Galler. Angela Carmelina Garcia. Elliot Rowan Garner. Maxwell Grayson Garner. Alexander Edward Garone. Sophia Lee Garrett. Shamison Lee Gaudette. Kaylee Noel Jelinas. Dimitri Ivan George. Kevin Andrew Gerst. Gianna Nicole Ganem. Landon Kenneth Guile. Alyssa Michelle Giles Zissi. Maeve Ainsley Gilligan. Allison Marion Gilliland. Aaron Tyler Gilmartin. John Chase Gladue. Cameron Michael Glover. Jackson Ty Goebel. Griffin Joseph Goki. Austin Robert Gorham. Logan George Gould. Travis Robert Gould. Tyler James Grace. Jordan Patricia Gravel Maha. Allison Brenda Green. Aiden Corey Greenhalgh. Isabella Rose Grew. Allison Royer Ganesso. Alexa Maria Gullidge. Ronig Gurung. Samiksha Gurung. Gabrielle Hackme Silva. Kendall Jacqueline Hall. Zachary Tyler Hall. Olivia Marie Hammond. Susan Kate Hanley. William Jonathan Hansen. Luke Mark Henry Hansen. Peyton Matthew Harmony. Emma Grace Harper. Alexander James Hasberg. Ava Michelle Hawksworth. Matthew James Hay. Caitlin Sue Haynes Clark. Damon James Healy. Alec Jerome Hedstrom. Alexis Susan Heiser. Addison Brooke Helmig. Alexander Matson Henry. Marcus Samuel Hernandez. Timothy Richard Hersom. Ella Catherine Hughes. Jacob Evan Hewitt. Andrew Jeffrey Higgins. Brenna Lee Hines. Riley Marie Hines. Jennifer Ann Hiscox. Lindsay Noel Hobson. Jake Thomas Hodgden. Caitlin Rose Harrington. Ryan Samuel Griffin. Logan Murdoch Hodson. Nicholas David Honig. Eliza Chanel Hood. Ryan James Houle. Elias Joseph Hoxie. Mia Ann Heward. Aubrey Lynn Hudzig. Anthony James Hull. Jace Edward Hewitt. Elizabeth Jane Hurley. John Aiden Hutchinson. Cadence Marie Ivanovich. William James Ivers III. Gunnar Todd Iverson. Matthew Brian Jacques. Ryan Sean James. Logan Alexander Jean. John Henry Jello III. Diego Champagne Jimenez. Aurora Rain Johnson. Connor David Johnson. Lark Emerson Johnson. Zachary William Johnson. Joshua George Jones. Nathan Alexander Jones. Noah Eli Jones. Aiden Robert Jordan. Juliana Catherine Joyce. Cara Marie Justice. Ariana Nicole Caramuchos. Jameson Scott Keaton. Jacob David Kelly. Joshua Josiah Kelly. Thomas Scott Kelly. Sagar Kodka. Marshall Khan. Kenneth Maxwell Kimball. William Daniel King. Hunter Nelson Kingsbury.
Grace Elaine Kinsella. Antonina Yurivna Karachok. Jackson Daniel Kirsch. Sean Michael Kleiner. Ariel Marie Klonowskis. Nathan David Neeland. Emma Caldon Knight. Victoria Alexis Noor Capozzi. Piper Addison Knowlton. Dylan Jacob Kosakoff. Eric Francis Koza. Melania Kukoska. Cameron Paul Kunsick. Callie Diane Kuntz. Nico Donald Lacerte. Marin Elizabeth Lockman. Ethan Blaine LaCroix. Thomas George LaCroix II. Madison Kimball Legue. Noah Armand LaLiberty. Ray Elizabeth LaMarche. Thomas Joseph Lambert. Evan Joseph Landry. Owen Zachary Lane. Trevante Martin Langine. Isabel Mackenzie Lappa. Logan Joseph LaPerriere. Mia Ray Laskowitz. Abigail Rose Lavery. Elizabeth Alexandra Lavoie. Elise Marie LeBlanc. Devin Alexandra Lebrun. Ashlyn Karen Ledoux. Aubrey Gwen Lemon. Haley Marie Leonard. Christina Elizabeth Leto. Paige Elizabeth Levesque. Natalie Rose Liskey. Casey Lee Lima. Emmeline Victoria Lincoln. Lauren Noel Littlefield. Christopher Matthew Lizotte. Chase Andrew Locke. Nicholas Lou Locke. Jeremy Jean Lombard. Ayana Lee Lonez. Isabel Kira Lonroth. Jaleesa Celeste Lopez. Kaylee Hope Lapashevitz. Charles Joseph Ludden. Riley Nicole Lupian. Matthew James Lynch. Devin Elizabeth Lyon. Jack Robert McDonald. Sarah Gail Maddox. Emma Grace Madsen. Kyle Austin Mahoney. Jason Cole Maldonado. Alyssa Nicole Millette. Ashton Blaze Malias. Kadira Malich Begonovich. Joseph William Mendez Jr. Thomas Robert Manning. Camden Dominic Marasco. Grace Elizabeth Marino. Jackson Joseph Marshall. B. Rose Marston. Jean-Luc Martel. Jack Edward Martin. Landon Christopher Martin. Samuel Avery Martin. Brianna Michelle Martinez. Alexandria Eileen Mashari. Devin Rose May. Michael James May II. Amanda Lynn McAndrew. Keegan Jack McCarthy. Kira Georgiana McColligan. Scott Dennis McDade. Logan Edward McDonald. Dylan Michael McDonough. Sophie Mae McGill. Paul Patrick McGrath. Allison Catherine McGuire. Brody Michael McGurn. Sean Brian McLaughlin. Tegan Braylon Nina McLaughlin. Ryan Joseph McMahon. Jake Stephen McNally. Kylie Rose McNally. Cameron Lynn McPhail. Luke William Melendi. Ryan Martin Melendi. Miles Lucian Mellum. Haroon Melkich. James Sanders Melton. Michael Eli Merheb. Allie Jean Merrill. Ethan David Merritt. Abby Lynn Michaud. Caden Joseph Michaud. Daniel James Malaro. Dennis Vladimir Mino. Braden Anthony Mitchell. Jayla Marie Mitchell. Fedra Mohal Eldine. Lauren Alexis Morrell. Addison Rose Morgan. Mason Raymond Morneau. Sophia Dorothea Mosier. Leilani Wagowi Mushai. Sawyer Matthew Mullen. Anthony James Muncy. Corey Keith Monroe. Paige Elizabeth Murray. Isabella Corrine Miskowski. Singsak Nachampasak. Cooper Lewis Navarro. Carmen Kathleen Negron. Seamus Hebert Matson. Michaela Jo Minarski. Emma Naomi Nelson. Joseph Arthur Nelson. Anthony Nugent. Matthew Stephen Nimzik. Ashlyn Nolan. Owen Nolan. Bailey Bosabori Obiri. Austin Stephen O'Brien. Mari Eden Ochoa. Joshua Raymond O'Donnell. Emily Grace Olson. Juliana Deborah Olson. Diego Ian Ortiz. Avalee Owen. Mina Charlotte Owen. Madison Ella Owens. Trevor Joseph Pacheco. Mia Teresa Pagliarani. Adele Marie Payton. Ashton Isaiah Thomas Palmer. Isabella Rose Papalardo. Eliza Scarlett Paquin. Kateri Rose Parada Almeida. Natalie Paige Paradzik. Jatin Manish Patel. Krish Samir Patel. Aaliyah Mackenzie Patnod. Robert Lyle Patterson. Anthony Rossi Pellegrino. Logan Lewis Pelletier. Chelsea Gail Perito Pena. Jordan Ariana Peoples. Andreas Matthew Perez. Norma Alyssa Perez. Eva Marie Guetta Petillon. Logan Austin Lee Phillips. Isabella Barbara Panardi. Luke Christian Sliviak. Jessica May Marshall Piper. Kevin Andrew Piper. Ryan Michael Placey. Emma Carolyn Plater. Samuel Joseph Plesner. Theodore Dimitri Pokras. Sophia Lavina Pellini. Will Alexander Porter. Phoebe Rosanna Pouliot. Maya Marie Priscille. Nadia Gale Preventure. Robin Jenna Quigley. Anthony James Quinn. Reese Ryan Rakich. Gracia Rapallo Rivera. Addison Sage Reed. Emily Lynn Reed. Taylor Marcel Reside. Matthew Miles Resnick. Kendall Denise Reynolds. Lejant Eali Reynolds. Juliana Nicole Richard. MacGyver George Richards. Thomas Kenneth Richards. Cameron Sophia Riley. Emma Jean Ryu. Ariana Ella Risher. Eva Marie Roberts. Haley Jaden Roberts. Madeline Marie Roby. Jonathan Samuel Rojas. Brett Michael Rossi. Matthew Albert Edwin Rowe. Amelia Jane Roy. Madison Rebecca Roy. Ethan Ruchanuk. Jania Rebecca Rufo. Connor Matthew Ruger. Victoria Isabel Ruiz. Ariana Marie Runge. Caitlin May Russell. Penelope May Ryan. Jason Robert Raza. Anthony Joseph Salvatore. Evelise Alina Sandoval. Keith Allen Sangillo. Edmund Albert Santella. Cody Joseph Santamassimo. Melissa Helena Rodriguez Santos. Haley Nicole Sargent. Adam Mitchell Scala. Braden Richard Scheidel. Haley Jane Schneider. Anthony Cicero Sconza. Enzo Charles Scott. Shelby Lynn Scott. Braden Douglas Scribner. Christopher Michael Scrofano. Alexa Grace Shanky. Elijah Robert Sharp. Jordan Ernest Sharp. Peter William Shattuck. Brett Anthony David Shaw. Jesse Michael Shaw. Abigail Jane Shawley. Kaylee Grace Sheehan. Emmy Nabil Shahada. Ciara Samantha Shepard. Aiden Conway Shields. Jillian Rose Shields. Maria Scheisko. Serena Rose Sierra. Contessa Maria Silva. Sean Matthew Silverstein. Madison Maeve Simoneau. Haley Marie Simons. Hannah Rose Sipple. Olivia Augusta Slatke. Caitlin Smetzler. Zachary Maine Smith. Ryan Joseph Smith, Jr. Matthew Joseph Snodgrass. Ashlyn Paige Susi. Lauren Olivia Rybeck Susi. Joseph Manuel Souza IV. Madeline Isabel Spencer. Landon Vincent Sprague. Renal Michael Stack. Harmony Paige Stapleton. Emma Marie Stokes. Carolyn Victoria Stowers. Christian Anthony Stewart. Daniel Patrick Sullivan IV. Jaden Marie Sullivan. Cole Philip Summers. Ashley Caradonna Surrett. Molly Madison Sweeney. Emma Elizabeth Helen Sylvester. Landon Leo Swinarski. Emily Rose Talbot. Sarah Elizabeth Tillingdon. Ray Marie Taplin. Luen Taxel. Emily Ann Tecken. Matthew Norman Tellier. Anthony Robert Turilli. Tyree Elijah Tesfaye. Skyla Ariana Terrialt. Caleb Mark Thomas. Connor Leonard Titone. Kayla Marie Tolley. Alex Robert Tomborello. Cody William Tomkowitz. Elizabeth Rose Toomey. Carly Nicole Toronto. Marcus Solomon Torres. Stephanie Lee Toscano. Jared Anthony Tupin. Lily Anna Tozier. Bella Samantha Trainer. Michael John Tresh II. Ava Mary Triplett. Alexander James Sesteranis. Samuel Philip Tupper. Jolynn Faith Ungaro. Sarah Juliana Valiant. Leisha Vidal. Hannah Madison Vogler. Brady Kane Vorius. Nathan Peter Vos. Maxwell Benjamin Walker. James Aaron Wallace. Gavin Claremont Ward. Liam Ward. Camden Eric Weatherby. Daniel Christopher Weber. Maurice Frank Wells III. Benning Charles Wentworth. Thomas Philip Wheel. Emma Therese Wheeler. Suzanne Sarah Whalen. Alexandria Simone White. Chloe Grace White. Jacob Arthur White. Savannah Josephine Wild. Sydney Laree Wilkie. Mason Donald Williams. Ava Kenmore Wilson Audette. Hannah Mae Witham. Jack Stanley Whitcomb. Ryan James Wojcik. Benjamin John Volters. Richard Paul Wong. Madison Teresa Woodside. Tegan Rose Wright. Bailey David Yeagar. Maximilian Alexander Yakubovich. Delaney Addison Yates. Logan Michael Young. Sabrina Adelia Zeladon. Olivia Constance Zenga. Bria Hadley Zimmerly. Caden James Zink. Alex David Zabig. Allison Elizabeth Zabig.
All right, there you go. Let's give a big round of applause to Ms. Buskey and Mr. Soika. At this moment, I kindly request all graduates who are joining our armed forces to rise and be acknowledged. Ladies and gentlemen, we extend our sincere appreciation for your commitment and service to our nation. I would also like to recognize our Senior Associate Deans, Mr. Roger Constant and Mrs. Amy Bernard. I would also like to recognize Senior Office Assistants, Ms. Courtney Kanamekas and Sherry Olivier, as well as my assistant, Brian Pulse, and Executive Assistant, Linda Damaris. Additionally, I would like to acknowledge the Class Marshal and Junior Class President, Hannah Lasoskis, for her leadership in leading tonight's processional. Now, I invite the Class of 2024 advisors, Mr. Dominic Toro, Mr. Kyle Plant, to the stage. On behalf of the administration, I would like to thank you for your dedication, your commitment, and your work with the Class of 2024 over the past 4 years.
Thank you, Mr. Perez, for your generous words.
Here we are, Class of 2024. I'm Mr. Plant.
And I'm Mr. Toro.
Over the course of the past 4 years, we've both been able to see what you've been able to do, and your class has brought us back. Your class has reestablished us, and your class has learned a lot. We are so proud of the work you've done, the accomplishments you've had, and the great things you are going to do. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the experiences of the past 4 years, and maybe even learned a thing or two. Let us be among the first, but probably not the last, to congratulate you. Congratulations, class of 2024.
With that being said, there's one individual that we have both had the pleasure to get to know over the past 4 years. Whether it was as secretary, vice president, or now as your president, Madeline Moore is someone that I take great pride in introducing to you two all. The daughter of Kim and David Moore, Maddie is from Chester and will be attending Adelphi University, committed to play softball in the fall. Maddie is a dedicated member of the class through LCA, NHS, and as your class president. The aspect that I have grown to admire the most about Maddie is that she does not just talk the talk, she walks the walk. When something needs to happen, she steps up and encourages others to do the same.
I echo that and would add she never looked for thanks for what she did. Rather, she'd prefer to work in the background. Trust us, Maddie, your dedication and work ethic didn't go unnoticed.
I would go on, but Maddie would like me to keep it short and sweet. Over the past 4 years, I have had the time of my life fighting dragons with all of you, but I know Maddie will especially appreciate that sentiment. And now, it is my great pleasure to invite her to the stage for one last quick favor from her class advisors. In her graduation era, here is your class president, Madeline Moore.
Congratulations, class of 2024. I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone who has made today possible. Friends, family, faculty, we wouldn't be here today without your unwavering support. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge everyone who couldn't be here today to celebrate with us as we close this chapter of our lives to take on our new endeavors. Our journey at Pinkerton began with a unique challenge. We started our high school adventure by trying to make friends through Zoom calls and Google Meets. As timid freshmen, it's hard enough to make new friends, yet we stepped out of our comfort zones and persevered. After the uncertainty of freshman year, we took full advantage of every moment and opportunity at Pinkerton. From dancing under the stars at sophomore semi to strutting down the red carpet at prom, we brought life back to campus. We made the most of our time here in every aspect. Our class was extremely involved in spirit weeks, athletics, and countless clubs. We showed up for events with greater participation than ever before. Our class brought the first ever senior sunrise to campus to kick off our senior year. Despite the early wake-up call, many of us showed up to spend time with friends and celebrate the beginning of our last year together. Just this week, we gathered for another 2024 original, Senior Sunset, to reflect on our high school memories and to prepare for what our futures hold. We seized every opportunity to make our high school experience unforgettable. Our ability to continually show up for one another is what sets us apart from any other class, which is why, on behalf of our class, I would like to announce that we'll be contributing a cornerstone to be placed on the new building on campus. We will continue to make a lasting impression for years to come. Our enthusiasm for school will remain on campus. Now, class of 2024, congratulations on all that we have accomplished and all that we're going to continue to achieve. Now, I would like to graduate the class of 2024. Graduates, please rise. Join me in moving your tassels from the right to the left. Remove your caps and graduate yourselves!
This concludes our ceremony. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you, and drive home safe.